Our lives are weaved in failure and success together. The cross shows us that failure can lead to victory. The Apostle Paul says in 2 Corinthians 12, verse 9, that God's power shines brightest in my weaknesses. In the Bible, we encounter the flaws, failures, and mistakes of great men like Abraham, Moses, David, and Peter. Despite their pivotal roles and significant contributions to God's plan, their lives were marked by moments of human frailty. Their actions often revealed their vulnerable and imperfect nature. Indeed, they achieved remarkable success in their ministries and callings, and God used them to accomplish extraordinary things. However, a closer examination of their lives reveals a profound interplay between success and failure. A success story without flaws is a story without depth. True inspiration comes from overcoming adversity, and failure is a crucial part of that journey. Until you've faced and learned from failure, your success remains untested and unrelatable, lacking the authenticity that inspires others. Failure is the secret sauce that makes success stories inspiring. Without it, success is just a bland, unrelatable achievement. We learn more from our failures than our successes. Through failure, we develop empathy, humility, and a deeper understanding of God's love. Don't be afraid of failure. Don't be afraid to fail. Embrace failure as a stepping stone to growth. And beware of those who have never failed, for they may lack the wisdom, compassion, and depth to truly guide and support you. It's in the fires of failure that we're refined, and it's through shared struggles that we find true understanding and empathy. Failure is a teacher, and those who've never failed may not have the wisdom to guide you. Embrace failure and seek guidance from those who've been refined by it. Respect failure as much as success. In failure, we find the opportunity to learn, adapt, and rise again, emerging more radiant and robust than before. People with only success stories are too naive to offer wisdom. To truly counsel others, you need a dose of failure on your resume. It's the scars of failure that give you the empathy, perspective, and credibility to guide others through their struggles. A balance of success and failure is the hallmark of a wise and effective counselor. Unblemished success stories can't produce truly wise counselors. Anyone parading to be a successful person with a 100 over 100 success rate is still a child in the school of success. There is a requisite scar that gives you a balanced perspective. Have you failed enough to earn the right to advise me? I don't need shallow stories, I need wisdom born from the fire of failure. Only those who have been battered and bruised by life's storms can offer true counsel. Their words are not mere platitudes, but battle scars turned into wisdom. Every sentence is a hard-won lesson, uttered from the depths of their pain, transformed into gold. When a woman who endured a decade of barrenness shares her story of finally being blessed with 3 sets of triplets, don't just rejoice in the miracle. Instead, sit at her feet and implore her to share the untold story of her 10-year journey. Ask her to reveal the hidden chapters of shame, tears, and pain she endured in the darkness of night. Let her share the wisdom forged in the fire of her struggles, the lessons learned in the desert of despair, and the strength born from her unwavering faith. For in her story, you'll find the true treasure, not just the triumph, but the testimony of her unyielding resilience. Don't just celebrate the triplets, ask her about the 10 years of tears, shame, and pain. That's where the real wisdom lies and where you'll find the strength to persevere through your own struggles. Don't just respect the crown, sure, respect the scars too. The wise honor both the triumph and the tribulation, both the scars and crown, for it's in the scars that the true story of resilience and strength is written. The scars are the proof of the journey that made the crown possible. If I may encourage someone listening to me now, don't dismiss your failures. Your failure is part of your story. It's a valuable asset. Don't discard them. Rather, archive them, for they will become your credentials and testament tomorrow. They will inspire a generation to come. Your failures are not liabilities. They are the foundation upon which you build your legacy. Yes, your failures are not worthless. They're wisdom waiting to be shared. Archive them, for they will qualify you to inspire others. Some people say, I've cried, I've failed in life, and I know what it means to be an irresponsible father. Don't discard that experience. Archive it. One day you'll draw from that wisdom to mentor a young man who's blinded by arrogance and a distorted view of life. Your past struggles will become the keys to unlocking his understanding, and the lessons you've learned will be a bridge to his redemption. Don't waste your pain, archive it. Your failures and tears can become the wisdom that sets others free. To some, life may seem effortless, and they may wonder why others struggle so. They may even boast on social media, blinded by the honeymoon phase, "My spouse is the best thing that's ever happened to me." But those who have weathered the storms of life, who have endured the trials of marriage and relationships, know better. They understand that life is unpredictable, that struggles are inevitable, and that true strength lies not in the absence of challenges, but in the ability to persevere through them. Let wisdom guide your words, lest you shamefully speak from ignorance. Life may seem easy now, but don't be fooled. The storms will come, and true strength lies not in the calm, but in weathering the tempests. Don't just reverence those who have achieved success. Also honor those who have experienced failure. Not everyone has the courage to fail, but those who do often emerge stronger and wiser. Failure can be a powerful asset when transformed into wisdom and perseverance. As Paul said, "Let no man trouble me. I bear the scars of my journey, not just the anointing." Don't just seek out the prosperous and successful. Go find the humble and resilient ones, like the elderly woman in your neighborhood who has weathered life's storms. Her story, though untold, is a testament to the power of the human spirit. Sit down. Let her teach you the secret of happiness in a hut. Seek out the untold stories of resilience, not just the celebrated successes. There's a lesson to be learned. The wealth you envy in those grand mansions may come with a hidden cost. Behind the facade of luxury, many struggle with depression, addiction, and secrets. Don't be fooled by the outward appearance of success. True wealth lies in the wisdom, resilience, and peace that can be found in the most unexpected places. The happiness found in the humble hut of that old, poor lady is often absent in the grand mansions you admire. The mansion may dazzle, but it's not always a symbol of true wealth. Look beyond the facade and discover the untold stories of struggle and resilience that are the real measures of strength. Sometimes you need to learn from both the king and the slave in his palace. Wisdom can be found in unexpected places. There is something the slave can tell you that even the king does not know. The one who cleans the palace floors has seen the hidden corners, the whispers in the corridors, and the shadows that fall beyond the throne. God's favor doesn't mean a trouble-free life. It means He has a special plan for you, even if it's hard. He wants you to be strong, brave, and trust Him. When God favors you and chooses you for His purpose, know that it's not a guarantee of ease. You may face tears and failures, but don't be surprised. Don't be ashamed. He told Mary she was highly favored, but her life was not easy. She faced pain, controversy, and loss. In your darkest moments, God's voice is clearest. There's a threshold of pain that must be crossed to hear His whispers. This message is profound, but some of you may not fully grasp it yet. You are probably carried by the sacrifices of others and haven't personally experienced the depth of pain that brings clarity to God's voice. Don't worry, in time you'll understand. For now, know that God's favor isn't about avoiding pain, but about finding purpose in it. When a minister faces repeated failures and setbacks in ministry, out of desperation, he is forced to finally humble himself and cry out to God, "Teach me, Lord." In the future, when he eventually write a book about their journey to success in ministry, make sure to read it. For in that book, you'll find that their pain and struggles have refined their spirit, purifying them of selfish ambition and the need for recognition. The fires of adversity have burned away the flesh, leaving only the pure gold of divine purpose. That's why those who emerge from their trials often carry a powerful anointing, a testament to the transformative power of surrender and obedience. In conclusion, failure is not the opposite of success, but a crucial part of the journey. It's in the darkest moments when we've failed and been broken that we're forced to confront our own limitations and cry out to God. And it's in those moments when we're at our lowest that God's favor is most evident. For it's not about avoiding pain, but about finding purpose in it. The fires of adversity refine us, purifying our spirit and burning away the flesh. And when we emerge, we're not the same. We're wiser, stronger, and more radiant. carrying an anointing that's born of surrender and obedience. So don't fear failure, but embrace it. For in its depths, you'll find the transformative power of God's favor and the wisdom to share with a world that desperately needs it.